Hello, this is Widow Plays What Ifs, and this is what if female Deku was the twin sister of Dabi. And let's begin. As Frost and Dabi walk into a place, as they look around, they find it to be a bar. As they both look at the finely dressed man, as he says, "Do have to look so puzzled. This is just our main base." As they both nod and they walk to a booth, and Frost asks, "So, who's the man that we're going to talk to?" As this boy comes out with hands all over him. As Dabi and Frost look at this man or boy as he walks to the booth, as he sits down, and he says, "I am the man that y'all are going to talk to." As they both just look at each other and look at this boy, as they both laugh and say, "You're just a boy. Just looking at you, we can tell. You don't look right in the head." Well, neither are we, but we're not going to talk about that. As they both laugh. As Shigaraki is kind of getting a little ticked. As he says, "Okay, let's get on with it." As he says, "I want y'all to join this organization of mine." As they both say, "Yes, that's why we're here. Let's talk about it. What is this organization that you want to invite us to?" As Shigaraki says, "This organization, I call it the League of Villains. Or you can call it Love, if you will." As they both look at each other, kind of freaking laugh again as they say love. That's funny, but okay, we'll get a little serious here. So you want us to join this organization. Who's in it anyway so far? As Shigaraki says, I am the leader of the organization I'm making, and you can already see this man right here is pretty much my right hand." As they both look at this finely dressed man, as they ask, "What's y'all's names?" As Shigaraki says, "My name is Tomura Shigaraki." As he gestures towards Kirigiri, and he says, "This finely dressed man right here is Kirigiri." As Kirigiri bows in front of them, as he goes behind the bar and starts making some drinks. As he asks, "What drinks would y'all like?" As both I would say Dabi and Frost would say, "2 beers, please." As he does, so he gets them their beers, and he gives the drink that Shigaraki wants. As they continue talking, Shigaraki, Dabi, and Frost do. As they're talking and talking about future plans, and they ask, "What do you want? What's your main goal of this organization? Besides us already knowing that you're villains, or the League of Villains, what is your main goal?" As Shigaraki plainly says, to kill All Might. Or he would say more likely, to kill All Might. As they both look at each other and look at him, and they both freaking smile and laugh. As they laugh, they say, to kill All Might. He's unstoppable. But we ain't. And he asks, what about y'all? What are your plans then? If you freaking wanna freaking make fun of my plans, then what about what's yours? What's so great about your plan? As they both say plainly, we want to kill Endeavor. We want to take him down. We want to kill him. We want to dismantle him. We want to dismantle what he is known for, what everything he stands for. As they both get angrier as they keep talking, and Shigaraki smiles. He has this evil smile on his face as he says, we can help you with that. No problem. To kill the number 2 hero? We can help you kill the number 2 hero. Well, you help us kill the number 1 hero. Why don't we make a deal? As Frost and Dabi look at each other and look at Shigaraki as they smirk evilly, as they say, we're business partners then. I wouldn't say we're joining it fully yet, but we're business partners at the moment. As Shigaraki says, I fully understand. But behind that, behind his face, and we're in his thoughts. Nah, we're not gonna go into Shigaraki's thoughts. You know, Shigaraki in season 1, a man child. Yeah, I can't wait till he grows out of that. Until I get to the point in my story where he grows out of that. But yeah, he couldn't care less at this moment about them. He just wants his plan to work. As he says, that's great. So, what do you want us to help with at the moment, Mr. Shigaraki? As Shigaraki says, I want y'all to help me with this little thing called the USJ. As Dabi and Frost once again look at each other, and they look at him, and they smirk. And they say, the USJ, huh? Okay, we'll help you a little bit. We'll join in and have some fun. We can probably help you kill All Might. As they both laugh evilly. As Shigaraki laughs evilly. As yeah. Right now Shigaraki and the twins have a business deal. And it's going pretty smoothly. And let's get to, I would say, no. I'm just gonna say, at this point, Shigaraki has invited Dabi, and added Dabi to the love faster than he would in canon until after the Stain arc, because Dabi and his twin sister Frost, or Izumi, is already vastly well known in the underworld as the bank robbers that escaped Endeavor. And that is a feat in itself, even without freaking robbing the bank flawlessly with Endeavor being there, even without Endeavor being there. And after that big incident, they freaking they didn't they lied to Endeavor saying that they're gonna just go for him. They lied, making him feel special. Oh, that's in their mind thinking that we're not gonna make him feel special. We're not gonna keep over time on him. Let's rob some more places. As during these years, they have been robbing more places and getting very ballsy, and they are very good at what they do. More so than years ago with that bank incident with Endeavor. They are pros at this point at robbing banks and stealing stuff. They started robbing from jewelry stores, and they been doing it stealthily too. Not just going running bag the money and stuff. They've been doing it quietly. They've been doing different approaches to their bank robberies. And that's why I say, and they have been getting away with it. They're a two-man team. Two-man team pretty much. And they have gone away with it. They have never been caught. As I would say, yeah. Let me think this through real quick. Okay. I'm gonna say that they go back to their base as they were talking, and saying the USJ is pretty ballsy for that man child, as Izumi would say, or Frost would say, as Dabi says. And nothing you can do. He'll probably grow out of it in a few months or so, or a year. as as Frost says, I want to play with him. He seems fun to toy with. As Dabi says, if you want to do that on your own accord, Izumi or Frost. As she says, yes, brother, I will. As she has an evil smirk. She can't wait till she can play with her new toy. As she sees Shigaraki as her new toy at the moment. One she can mess with and play around with. As she says, I wish or hope Endeavors in the USJ. As Dabi says, I doubt it. He won't be in the USJ. But he might be in the sports festival. As her eyes light up. As she says, can we have fun at the sports festival then? As I'm going to add my own arc into this. With Dabi and Izumi, as they are part of the Todoroki family, and I want to add their own arc. It's going to be in the sports festival. I'm not going to say, as we're going to skip to the day of the USJ, I would say, as they have been preparing for the USJ. Izumi and Dabi is just sitting down, putting their feet on the table, they're in the same seat as they were the first time that they were at the bar. As they're just looking around, seeing these thugs just everywhere. And she says, "They're not gonna last long, are they?" As Dabi says, "They're just cannon fodder. Pretty much, we're the main force of the USJ, I would say, or I'm assuming we're the main force." As she nods her head, thinking the same. As Shigaraki walked up to them and asked, "Are y'all ready? We're gonna have fun, aren't we?" As they both nod, he smiles evilly. As Izumi says, "Okay, we're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have so much fun, freaking handyman." As Shigaraki says, "Don't call me handyman," as he kind of shouts. As Izumi starts freaking laughing, as she says, "Okay, old man." As Shigaraki is getting real mad, as he wants to disintegrate her, as she puts her hand up, saying, "No, no, no," clicking her tongue at the same time while saying, "No, no, no." "I'm your main force, and we had a deal. You can't kill me, so I can make fun of you as much as I want." As she laughs playfully, as Shigaraki is getting ticked, as she thinks, "This girl, I'll kill her. I will kill her after this job is done." And he's thinking this at the moment. As I would say, Kirigiri would say, "Master, it's time." As Shigaraki gets up from the booth and nods at the two twins to get up, as he says, "It's time. Let's have some fun." As they nod in agreement and they walk out of the portal first, followed by all the thugs, low life thugs. No. I would say the thugs will go first, and then they would come in last. As we switch to the heroes' perspectives, and the they're just over here just chilling. The suit heroes Hero 13 is talking about how um powerful quirks can be and how you use them and yada yada yada. And what time is it? No. Oh, god damn it. Okay, there we go. I had to re-add it. Fuck it. Fuck. 18 minutes. I'm doing good. Okay. I'm gonna put this over here then. And yeah, the quirks and yada yada yada. As the rock boy, I would say, says, "Oh, we get to fight fake villains." As Mr. Aizawa says, "They're not fake, they're real." As he says, "Get back." As he jumps into fray, getting his knife out, ready to kick ass. As he's kicking quite a bit of villains up, as a lot of them are surrounding him, and as the same thing happens in I would say the same thing happens in canon, but as Uh, Let me think. What to do? As Mr. Azal was fighting over them, Dabi and I would say Frost goes into around this point everybody is teleported by Kirigiri and that everything happens that happened in canon as they're in the city as as they see some wannabe heroes, I would say, some kids, as Frost says, "I want to have some fun, big brother. Let's have some fun with these kids." As Darby says, "Okay, Frost, let's have some fun." As he uses his quirk, as he smirks, and I would say in the I forgot who was in the reigning city at the moment. I'm gonna say that in the reigning city is I would say, who should I make in the reigning city? I'm gonna say Uraka, and who is another person that I want to kill off? And Mineta. Them two are in the reigning city, I would say. As Dabi is going to freaking wreck Mineta, while Frost wrecks Uraka without breaking a sweat. But let me get into the fights as they both run towards the two wannabe heroes. As I would say, Uraka freaking gets in a fighting sense, tries to freaking block an attack that Frost made. As she blocked a attack, but Frost quickly uppercuts her from the other hand while she was blocking the hand that she was using to punch. As Uraka is quickly dazed at the moment. She's dazed by that uppercut from her to her chin. As I would say, Frost quickly uses a blast of her quirk at Uraka. As Uraka flies back, as she gets penetrated and she is stuck on a wall, as she is dead, and she is quickly getting frozen over by the ice. As she laughs, saying, "That wasn't even a fight, that's no fun." As Dabi comes back, just brushing his hands on his pants, saying, "Ugh, disgusting." That little purple guy was indeed disgusting. Ugh. As the camera turns to a bloodied I would say a bloodied up alleyway. Yeah, an alleyway. As Dabi made Mineta run into the alleyway by how scared Mineta was. He backed him into the corner and freaking massacred him. As all you see is char all around that freaking black char all around that freaking alleyway. As you see cinders all around it. As Dabi just is disgusted by that little perv. As he says, "Let's go back to the boss." Or our boss for now. As Frost quickly agrees, saying, "Okay." As she does. They get to Shigaraki, as Shigaraki is at the moment he touched Aizawa's arm at the moment with his decay, as he tried to decay Mr. Aizawa, or Eraserhead at the moment. I'm not gonna call him Mr. Aizawa because they're not heroes, and that don't make sense for the story because they only know Aizawa on the personal level, so I'll just call him Eraserhead. As he says how cool Eraserhead is, Shigaraki says that like he did in canon, and Dabi and Frost make their way to the middle, as they see some kids there, as they see Katsuki Bakugo and Shoto Todoroki in the middle at the moment, as as at this moment I would say, let me think on this for a second. Yeah, Shigaraki told to bring the normal. He told Kirigiri to put over the normal in here, as Kirigiri did pour over the normal, as the normal is now in the USJ, and Kirigiri says, "Attack Eraserhead." No, he would say, "Kill Eraserhead," as the normal runs up to Eraserhead, kind of slowly but efficiently, as he is knocking the shit out of Eraserhead, beating on him, and Eraserhead trying to freaking get in, bringing some blows, as I would say around this time, Shoto and Bakugo show up at this moment, and they're trying to help Eraserhead, as I would say at this moment, Shigaraki looks at the two twins as he nods at them, and they nod in agreement as they run towards the two kids, as I would say Dabi runs up to Bakugo, as he is flaming on Bakugo, as I would say Frost goes up to Todoroki, and they're in a fist fight at the moment, as she's trying to blast him, he's trying to blast her. She's getting this familiar feeling out of Shoto. She doesn't know, but she's getting this familiar feeling that she hasn't gotten in years, as she's looking closely at this boy, as she's looking at the features. Red hair, white hair, and a scar on his face, while he is shooting out ice. And at this moment, no one, because Izuku isn't there. I would say because Izuku isn't there, I would say Bakugo isn't that much of a douche, and he's pretty much in the position where Izuku would be, and he's trying to be friends with everybody, because Izuku doesn't exist in this world. Neither does Inko, I would say. Inko doesn't exist. As she's looking at Todoroki, as he is not using his flames, as she's thinking, no, it can't be. As she gets a smirk on her face, as she says, "Brother, Dabi." As Dabi says, "What? I'm kind of in the middle of something here." as she says, a Todoroki's here. As Dabi's freaking is puzzled for a minute, and then he looks who she's fighting, and Dabi sees the multicolored hair, the scar on his face, and the ice on his right side, I think. Yeah, right side. As he thinks Toto. Shoto. Yeah, Shoto. Shoto. As he thinks Shoto, as he's freaking smirks, as he turns back to his fight, as he says to Frost, have fun, as he smirks, as he says, oh, I've been wanting to fight a Todoroki for a while. As Todoroki Shoto is confused at the moment, and he's thinking to himself, have they been wronged by my father or something? As he can tell that they hate the Todorokis. These twins hate the Todorokis family. As that's the only explanation that he can think of right now, of Shoto can think of right now. As he's fighting the girl known as Frost, as he heard this name before. As it finally clicks in his head, as he is scared at the moment, as he is backing up, and he's blocking her eyes at the moment with his eyes, as she smirks, as he asks, "Fully know who I am, and who know my brother is?" As Shoto says, "You're the bank robbers that's killed so many people." As he says, "Bingo," but not totally right. Not 100% right, but you are right. Nonetheless. But yeah. As he says, "Yeah, I'm not ready to say my full. Dabi, are you ready to say your real name right now?" As Dabi says, "No, not yet. This is not the right time." As he says, "Okay, brother, we'll wait for the perfect time to say our real names." As she freaking blasts freaking Shoto back, as he is freaking scared and he's puzzled at the same time, thinking, what do they mean by real names? And he already knows that these are code names for them, but well, it's code name for her, but Dabi seems like a real name for the burnt dude. As Shoto is getting this familiar feeling out of these two, but he just doesn't know what it is. And yeah, he's getting this familiar feeling, but he just doesn't know what it is yet. As I would say, let me think on this. What to do next? At this moment, All Might comes in, bursting through the doors with a not pleasant look on his face. And at that moment, I would say Bakugo has one for all. Yeah, Bakugo has one for all. All Might gave one for all for to him, to Bakugo. As I would say, as Bakugo is trying to defeat Dabi, as Dabi is freaking pretty much blowing him up with his fire, as it touches every time it touches Bakugo, he blows up, and he is very very injured at the moment, as he's trying to blast away at freaking Dabi with his fire, his explosions, as Dabi makes quick work of them and dodges all of them in rapid succession. As at this moment, Bakugo is he still has that fiery temper because he is a in a sense a fire quirk user, but I would say he's more nicer in this timeline because Izuku's not here. As as All Might freaking bursts through the door as he sees his successor pretty much getting beaten up by a villain, and another student getting beaten up by a villain, and Eraserhead getting beat up by what looks like to be a monster, but he doesn't know if it's a villain or not. But he assumes he's a villain at the moment. As he goes to Mr. Aizawa first, or Eraserhead, to defeat this villain, because he looks like Mr. Aizawa is pretty much pummeled, almost on the brink of death. As I would say, let me think on this. Yeah, All Might will be in better health than he would be in canon, I would say. As both I would say both All Might and All for One didn't get that hurt in their fight whenever they fought that 1 year. None of them are majorly hurt, so All Might is still in his prime, same as All for One. But they're both still trying to find a successor, or they both had already found one. As that fight was a wake up call to them, because they both kind of got hurt. As All Might still kind of got hurt. As I would say he kind of got hurt. He has a little hole on the side of him, just a little one, just a little hole. Not that big, not that small, just a good size hole on his side, but not too big as Cannon. And he can mostly stay in his All Might form mostly all day. Well, I would say mostly at night he will go to a skeleton form. Well, All for One, his face I would say is not messed up. He still has his face, but I would say one of his eyes and are gone, and he would have a scar on his eye all the way down to his cheek. He would have a scar kind of circled, a scar going down. I would say this would be his right eye. His right eye gone with a scar. As he didn't need the doctor that much. But he still has the doctor in his organization. But yeah, let me think. Hmm. Let me think on this real quick. Oh yeah, All Might defeats freaking the normal. He does that punch that he does in canon, as he defeats I would say yeah, he defeats the Nomu. He does that punch and the Nomu goes flying, rockets into the sky. As Shigaraki freaking yells at the twins, "Get in the portal now! We need to leave." As the twins get out of their fights very like expertly, and they get away as Ome was gonna try to grab them, as they freaking escape narrowly from All Might. As All Might is kind of frustrated that he didn't get those villains, but he got one of them. He got the biggest one. That must have been their manpower that they were hoping. And Shigaraki did the same thing what he was talking about whenever in canon the dumb shit that he was talking about. He was saying the weaknesses of the Nomu. He did the dumb shit then. As freaking I would say Frost freaking yells at Shigaraki saying, "You shouldn't have said his weaknesses." As they all teamed up. As All Might teamed up with the two kids at the time. Two kids, I don't know, I would say I'm just gonna say some kids. I don't know. Some kids in 1A to defeat the Nomu this time instead of um Bakugo and Shoto and Izuku. As they still defeated it and knocked off the Nomu's head pretty much. Well All Might did his punch. He punched the head straight off. As yeah, because he is still in his prime, or mostly in his prime. I would say after the injury, he's gotten a little worse over the years. Same as One for All, but not in the extent as canon. When the next time that they fight, both of them is gonna have a life or death fight, and that's gonna be pretty soon. I'm gonna make it like that. I'm going to change the freaking storyline completely from canon. Fuck canon, guys. I'm gonna make this better and interesting. I'm not gonna make this the same as canon. Hell no. I'm making my own story. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Fuck canon. This is a story for a reason. I'm not gonna do the same thing like all those other what ifers that just follow the same storyline as in canon while doing some things differently. No, I'm switching the whole canon up. Yeah, I'm switching the whole thing up. Fuck yeah. As I would say, yeah, Frost is yelling at Shigaraki saying, "You literally told All Might, the fucking Nomus or whatever that thing's witnesses, sorry, that thing's weaknesses are. You pretty much gave that friggin' Nomu up on a silver platter to All Might." She was kind of pissed, and she said, "I was having a great fight. I was having fun. That could have lasted a little longer, but because of you, no. You just had to say the Nomu's weaknesses." As Shigaraki is getting frustrated and mad, as he doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want to say in front of her. Saying, but he's thinking it right now, saying that she's right, but he doesn't want to admit it, because he has his own pride. But he's getting in the outside, he's acting like he's angry at her, saying, "I'm gonna kill you, Frost." As she says, "No, no, no. We're joining you." As Dabi and Shigaraki are confused at the moment. As he says, "Yeah, we're going to join you. You look like you're so much fun, Shigaraki or Tomura. You sound like we're going to have fun if we're with you. Yeah, we're going to have fun when we're with you, Tomura. I'm going to stay. What about you, Dabi?" As Dabi thinks and he says, "Wherever you go, little sis, I'll go. If you think this place will give you fun, then I'll go with you. 'Cause I'm down with it. We can have some fun here and there." As she smiles, as she hugs her big brother, as he smirks, as Tomura is like looking at them saying yuck. As I would say Frost looks at him with a freaking tongue out as she does that cute girl face with one of her fingers on her eyes as she's you know what I'm talking about. She puts one of her fingers on her eyes and she pulls the eyelid down a little bit as she pulls her tongue out. She does that cute thing right there. And at this moment Shigaraki gets flustered a little bit as he quickly gets out of the room as I didn't know if I was going to do a ship in this one, but I just decided fuck it. It's gonna be Shigaraki female Deku slash Shigaraki. It's gonna be Izumi X Shigaraki or Frost X Shigaraki or Frost slash handjob. Okay, I'll stop making jokes. But yeah. Let me see, what's the time? 40 minutes. Whenever it gets to the 50 or an hour mark, I'll stop. But yeah, I would say, yeah, he goes out of the room as his heart is beating fast. As he's thinking, what is this? What is this? Did that witch cast a spell on me? As he thinking, no. No, I'm a cold-blooded murderer. I've killed many people before. And I'm going to freaking have feelings for this childish girl right here? No. As right now he is denying the feelings he has for her at the moment. As even he doesn't know that he has feelings for her. As he's denying everything. He's denying every feeling that he's having for her at the moment. As we're back at the twins at the main room. As Dabi says, "Damn, you got him to be you got Handjob to be flustered." As she smiles, she says, "In no time he's gonna be mine." I got my finger wrapped all around him. As Dabi says, "You're evil." As he says, "Thank you, big brother." As he says, "No problem." As a monitor on now I wouldn't say that a monitor. He's not. One for all is not all for one is not that injured. So I would say at this moment he walks into the bar thinking, and he looks at Karagiri and he asks, "Who are these two and where's Shigaraki?" As Karagiri says, "These are our two associates. This is Frost and this is Dabi." As all for one has heard of them. As everyone in the underworld has still heard of the king of the underworld of all for one. As everyone's pretty scared of him still. As he's pretty active in the underworld. as he just got back of murdering a lot of people, pretty much, for getting something. Just doing villainous things, you know. But he just comes back and asks that as Kirigiri says their names, and All Might says, y'all two are very famous in the underworld. Miss Frost and Mr. Dabi, as they nod, as they ask, who are you? As he says, I am the real leader of this organization. As they both look at each other, and they look at the man, and they look at each other, and they look at him again, and said, we thought so. We thought that dumb kid wasn't the head of this organization. There's no way he could have started this at all. Or make as they point at Kirigiri, him follow his orders. There's no way. As Kirigiri laughs at that, as he says, that's true. As he goes behind the bar, as he picks two cans of beer from the a little fridge under the bar, as he puts on top, as he slides the drinks over to Frost and Dabi, as they both look at the beer and they both freaking smile in delight. As All for One freaking is smiling at them as he says, would y'all like to stay here, stay in this organization? As Izumi said, I already agreed on it. As Dabi says, yes, she already did whenever she came back from the USJ. As All for One says, oh, y'all already got done with the USJ? As freaking Izumi says, and he asked, what were the results? As Izumi told him the results. As All for One sighs and thinking, and he says, that kid needs to mature real fast. As they both nod, everybody nods, and whoever is in the bar right now, they all nod. And yeah, they all nod in agreement, saying that Shigaraki should grow up. As All for One asked them, would you like to bring your stuff to your new rooms? As these two say, sure, we're only going to bring a few things from our base. We're going to keep our base though, just for a scapegoat. As All for One says, I totally understand. As he walks away. No, he doesn't walk away yet. He shouts, Shigaraki! As Shigaraki quickly goes to the bar, as he says, Master, you're here already. As All for One says, quickly come with me. As he says in a little in a tone a little angry, an angered tone, I would say. As Shigaraki gulps as they go into a room that Frost and Dabi have not been into before. As yeah, I would say that this is where I end it. I end this episode here. This is where I'm going to end this episode. Thank y'all for watching. like and subscribe, and hope you all have a great day. I hope you all have a great day, and peace out.